And we are. Maybe. Yes. Back. We're back. Welcome back to the stream. Welcome back to Retro Sunday. That right there was The Heart of the Sea by Flogging Molly off of the Speed of Darkness album. That's honestly one of my favorite songs of theirs, you know? Just may as well get that out there. And it's a fairly fitting song considering the section of Soul Blazer we're going to be going through in just a few moments. And by just a few moments, I mean right now, because I'm just going to switch over to it and begin. Without further ado, seeing as how, you know, I'm kind of streaming a bit later than I had anticipated, so let's just dive right into, open up our Soul Blazer. And away we go. We're soon gonna hit one of my favorite tunes in this game too. Not just yet. We're not gonna get to the undersea area quite yet. There's an island we need to go to first. This song's pretty bitchin', come to think of it. It's not bad. It's got a very piratey feel about it, honestly. Oh, my shield bracelet's equipped. I'm gonna have to remember that. But yes, it's got a very piratey feel to it, which is fitting, seeing as how that's where the final battle of this area takes place. A sunken pirate ship, to be specific. Well, it may not necessarily be a pirate ship, I don't think, but it's very piratey in nature. The trees, they live! SaulBob released a dolphin! Or whatever noises dolphins make. Dun, 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 dun. Gonna slash up this gorilla now. Maybe kill this guppy too. Oh, though probably not. He seems too far away from me. Donkey Kong is much better than you guys. You assholes. Ow. Aha! I was going to say who's laughing now, fish, but I still ran into it and injured myself. Ah yes, I can't access them yet. Or can I, though? Yeah, this is where I started. Oh wait, no, I have to go this way. Yes, that's just a way back. Makes sense. Game's all about giving you shortcuts. Ah! Thunderbird! Well, tornado bird, I suppose. Mouthy rock! It's amazing how frequently my strategy in this game is let's horribly injure myself to kill my enemies. Let's wait until the bottom apes come up close enough so I can kill them for their precious gems. Ah, hello Rolls, welcome to the stream. Nice to see you again, good sir. I'm free in mermaids. A mermaid cannot be recalled yet! That's probably horrific for that mermaid. It's like I've called her soul back to from the brink, but she doesn't have a body yet. Truly a living hell. Ah, crap! I don't know what the deal... I don't know what the deal with these living rocks is. It's a very confusing creature to try to fight. Oh. Or forget about it. Die, you trees, die! I will deforest this entire island if need be. Oh, treasure chest. That I can't access yet. Spent the entirety of the last level just freeing trees, and now I'm killing piles of them. SaulBob received medical herb! But don't I already... Oh no, I think I used up, yeah, I used up one in the last area, killing the final boss. Yep, that makes sense. My stash, it was running low! Oh dear. Avoid the coconuts. Avoid the bubbles. Kill the fish! With the ambulatory force you got going on over here. Why did that one not magnetize? I do not understand. Demon rocks! They were hiding in the trees! Ow. Aha, who's laughing now, fish? You cannot escape! Did I do it? Did I free the right thing this time? I am way thirstier than I thought I was. I don't know if that's going to be enough water. It's been so hot today. You're a mermaid. Is there anyone who needs to use the bubble armor? I just have it lying around. Honestly, I'm sick of using it. I don't even know why we have it. We're mermaids, we don't need it. We can breathe underwater just fine. Okay, so I've still got 3 monster layers I need to take care of. There's 2 there. I just don't really know how I'm supposed to reach them at the moment. It's entirely possible I have to leave the island and come back. Yes, honestly, I think that might be it, because I think there's a path on the seabed that leads me to another area. Yes, there is, right there. And that'll let me mop up the other monster layer. So let's head back. As soon as I get lost in this tiny wooded isle. Yes. Yes, quite. Whoop. By God. By God. So, I freed a mermaid in there, I freed a mermaid's soul. There's a dolphin somewhere that, I can speak to. Hey lady! Oh! I have not had a human guest in a long time. I know you can't breathe underwater, so please, take this. SaulBob, receive bubble armor! If you get hurt, return to me and I will heal you. What I want to know is how do I get in here? Oh, that's how I get in there. Mystery solved. I received mermaid's tears. What an odd thing to stow away. Or turn magma into stone. Handy. How about you? What do you have to say? Sorry, I have orders from the Queen not to let anyone pass. That means you, landlubber. There used to be 4 mermaid statues in this place. Those statues prevented all creatures from getting lost. Now I have no idea where I am. I am so far from my home. And there's the soul of the mermaid that currently doesn't have a body to inhabit. She has no mouth and she must scream. Also no body, so she must just hover there, forlornly. Oh, wait, yes, the armor, I should equip it. Else I drown. Enables you to walk under the sea. Excuse me while I groove to this for a minute. Dun, 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 dun. Urchin! I really like this song. Well, I really like a lot of the music in this game, period, but this song is really... This is always one I think about. Like, I'll start randomly whistling this song sometimes, and it may be, like, nowhere near any time I've played the game. What a curious thing for it to do. I don't know that that was strictly necessary, but okay. I hate these things. Very erratic. I thought the seahorses were the problematic ones, but it's the jellyfish. I've seen plenty of jellyfish in my day. They don't move that fast. Well, at least not the ones that I've seen. Oh man, that just reminds me, you want to hear something that sounds like a straight out of a nightmare. I think I've mentioned several times that, well, I mean, I've pretty much grown up next to the sea, lived next to the ocean my whole life, but, specifically the second house my family moved into is right on, like, this like, rock beach, and I used to walk up and down the beach when I was younger, just... I don't know, just to explore, basically, you know, you'd find all kinds of shells and bits of ceramic and stuff that will wash up, and I don't know, it was just an interesting pastime, I suppose. I'll just put it that way so it sounds like I actually had something of a life. Anyway. Point is, I remember one day I went down there, and I think it might have been late summer or in the fall, even. And... first, let's have a look at this thing. I can do nothing. Anyway, so I went down there, and I saw some jellyfish. I'm like, okay, alright, jellyfish, happens. There's usually some down here. And then I saw more jellyfish. And then I saw more jellyfish. And then, for some insane reason, because apparently I had a lot of time on my hands and nothing better to do, I started counting them. I think there's still a little piece of paper somewhere in my old room back home that actually has that number on it, but I'm pretty sure by the time I was done, I counted like 350 some odd or something. It was... So, you know, when you really have nothing else better to do, you can just go out and count jellyfish. I never did find out why there were so many of them. Maybe they were migrating or something. Jellyfish migrate, right? Maybe? I don't know. Ocean biologist I am not. Oh, and I see we have a new follower. Geek Girl 101. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for following. I typically don't notice these things right away, but I feel like I caught this relatively soon, so... You dropped by just in time to hear my rambling story about jellyfish. Have I been up here yet? I'm all... yeah, that's there. Been all turned around and confused. Well, there's a set of stairs leading up to what I assume is another island over this way, so... Oh, this is the other island. Or, not the other island, the same one, I mean. The other part of it that I couldn't reach. Handy. Oh, so they do migrate. Okay, thank you for clarifying that for me. It's funny, I've lived next to the ocean my entire life, but I don't know too much about the goings-on of sea creatures. Oh, cool, statue. Small Bob. SaulBob hears a small voice. I will open the passage for you. Return to me. Cool, thank you. Satheata. Makes me think I'm missing something, though. Something to get to the other two. Cue intense fear of when talking to the sea. See, that's the thing you don't really... I keep trying to clarify this to you. It's like... Well, actually, no, you've got it right. Because I always seem to assume that you think I hate the sea, when that's not exactly 100% true. I don't hate the sea, I fear and respect the sea. It's a thing I really like, you know, being around. I like reading up about the sea, I like reading up about the fascinating creatures that live therein, but I would never actually want to go out on the sea. It's been a long time since I've been on a boat, and I'm kinda cool with not going on a boat ever again. Considering where I grew up, that's probably akin to blasphemy, but you know. It's big and it's scary and it can kill me. That's basically my opinion of the sea. But also oddly beautiful. I will open a passage for you. You're still here waiting to win the Powerball so you can buy A, your mansion on the ocean, and B, your yacht. Proceed right along the seabed to the shore reef Rockbird. You were today years old when you learned B turned into... Your pup visited the sea for the first time last month, while the weather was warmer. Wasn't too keen on the idea of playing in the ocean, but he was more than keen on trying to drink it. Now, what's that old line Homer Simpson says in that one Simpsons episode? Water, water everywhere, so let's all have a drink. You know, like the poem says. What was I gonna do? Oh yeah, I was gonna check that island again to see if there's any way I can get to those other two monster lairs. Yeah, my family had, or at least while I was growing up, had two different German Shepherds, and both of them were really keen on... Well, actually no, that's a lie. The second one, at least until he got older, didn't really like going in the ocean that much, but the first one, she swam like a fish. You couldn't get that dog out of the water. I don't think either of them attempted to drink it, though. Oh, wait. Doy, this makes sense. I don't know why I didn't notice this before. Funny how dogs hate baths, but they love swimming. Yeah, it's strange, isn't it? Maybe it's just they have some kind of sixth sense about it. They just know. Because I know our dogs were the same way. Like, eventually we got them to- we got them to the point where, like, if you put your hand on them when they were in the tub, they wouldn't move. But the minute- and you wouldn't even have to, like, hold them in place. Just as long as your hand was there, they were fine. But the minute you took your hand off of them, they would assume it was over and they'd just bolt. I released a mermaid! Finally, the other one has a soul. Well, no, she always had a soul. She has a body to match that soul, I mean. Oh, it's a poodle! One of my aunts had a couple of poodles, and they could be very temperamental. Not at the same time. She had one, and then after that one passed away, she got another one that was even smaller. Little fella named Charlie. He was like this big. Can't remember what the name of the first one was. That was a long time ago. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Well, hey, apparently that's it. No, I'm kidding. I accidentally, hit the wrong button there, so I'm gonna have to restart the game and reload. Give me a moment. That's what I get for not paying attention. A Cavapoo! That's a hilarious name. A hilariously adorable name, I should say. What's that, Rolls? Your dog used to sit with his head between people's legs while we were eating? Yeah, I'm used to that. Now see, the old dog we had, she would never do that. Like, if you gave her anything, she would eat it, but she was very, restrained, I guess is the best way of putting it. The other guy, though. That dog. Like, what he would do is he would stand stock still next to you while you were eating something, and it wasn't always he did it, but every now and then, he just caught a whiff of what you were eating. Like, say, if, for example, there was this greasy takeout joint me and my brother used to get stuff from, and he really liked the burgers, apparently, so he'd just sort of stand off to the side, completely still, and he'd be staring at you. And then you just start to see drool just pouring out of his mouth as if it was a waterfall, and he'd just be like, You finished with that? Are you gonna share it with me? And then, of course, naturally, you'd have to give him a little bit, because he would never leave you alone. Here's just whines. He's got a tear-inducing whine. Yeah, it's funny how they perfect that after a while, huh? Mermaids have to be very good at dancing. If 3 of my students return, I will show you our great dance. My name is Kana. I am one of the Queen's dancers. As a reward for saving us, I will tell you a secret. No armor will protect you against the magma off the volcanic island, Durian. You must find a way to stop the volcano. Already there. Yeah, the other thing that was comical, I like thinking about the differences between the 2 dogs we had. No, I don't need to go back in there. I like thinking about the differences between the 2 dogs we had from time to time. And one of the big ones is that the first one, she could catch anything. Like, say, for example, oh, you had like a dog treat or something, and you hucked it across the room. It would not touch the floor. She would grab it out of the air. She had the best reflexes of any animal I have ever seen. The other guy, on the other hand, you could huck something at him, and it would hit him straight between the eyes, and he wouldn't even react, and then maybe like a half second later, he'd just eat it off the floor. And we assumed this was because he was stunned as a brick. But, he was still kind of stunned. But, we discovered afterwards, it's like, no, he's actually got the rights of it. Why is he going to go through the extra work to try to catch it out of the air? Because he knows as soon as it hits the ground, it's his. Like, no one's gonna fight him over it. Oh, you've played this game several times before? That's neat. This is one I remember very much from my childhood. I think we used to rent it a lot, because I do own a copy of it, but... of course, obviously I own a copy of it. I'm playing it on my super legit Super Nintendo right now. Oh, are those... bits? Yes, they're bits! Thank you for those. I'm honest, there's a lot of stuff. I only made Twitch affiliate not too long ago. Well, it's a few weeks ago now, I guess, and there's a lot about how the stuff involved with it I don't get. Like, the bits kinda go over my head for some reason, but thank you for using them, I guess I should say. Anyway, what was I talking about? Oh yes, the game. Yeah, this is one I specifically remember from my childhood, and even though I own a copy of it now, we didn't when I was a kid. We used to rent it a lot. Now, I don't recall if I ever really finished it myself when I was a kid, but I do remember watching my brother play through it from start to finish. My memories of a lot of Super Nintendo games are like that. Because there are several that I finished myself, but there's also several that I watched him finish. And the two just get confused in my mind sometimes. Oh, it's an alternative method of donating. Well, thank you for that. I really appreciate it. I am an old man and I don't understand technology. That's the only way I can explain this. Back when I first started watching people on Twitch, none of this existed, and I think back when I first started streaming, bits weren't a thing either. Because I've been streaming off and on for 5 years now. It's only really the past couple of years I've been really serious about it, I guess, that I've streamed on a more regular schedule. Ah! Jellyfish! Oh, thanks for the host there, Rolls. Appreciate that. Now even more people can watch me get mauled to death by sea creatures. It's fun times. Well, seeing as how you say you've played this game, all three of your followers that I think are Russian bots can watch now. I mean, the bots gotta be entertained by something, I guess. And I, for one, welcome our new robot overlords. When the machines rise up, I guess I'll be a trader and, you know, just keep streaming classic games for them. Perhaps they'll understand, perhaps they won't. Maybe it will spare me, I don't know. It's the only thing I'm good at, so I'm just going to have to keep trying. Yeah, Geek Girl, seeing as how you, say you've played this game several times before, let's see if we can figure out exactly how far you got. Like, what's your last memory of this game? Like, what areas do you remember? Because I know I'm the same way with games like this. It's like... What's a good example? There's this really oddball Super Nintendo game I played when I was a kid called Young Merlin, and I've got a lot of strong memories of it, but for the life of me, much like yourself with this game, I cannot remember if I ever finished it. I remember there was a wee little fella who drew a line on a bridge and you had to fight him. And there was a wizard who sounded like he was making a battleship and he gave you like a fish bowl that let you breathe underwater. These are things from that Young Merlin game I'm remembering. And I cannot remember if I ever finished that either. That's something else I might have to stream sometime. Watch me get horribly confused. Okay, so you remember the mermaid place. Honestly, that's one of the more memorable areas of the game. Oh, I'm getting mauled. That's what I get for half paying attention to the game. Die, fishy! Yeah, there's a few areas of this game that are more memorable than the others. I really do like this area of the game. And, there's a laboratory that you have to go through too, and one of the most interesting features of the laboratory is that there's a bunch of model towns that you can actually enter and fight all these little toy soldiers and stuff. And that's a really surreal section of the game too. Oh yeah, you remember that one. I seem to recall that one of the coolest, yeah, one of the coolest parts of the soundtrack is in the laboratory. I think that might be the area I'll go to after... No, there's a mountain after this, I think. Tem fish, tem trees. Damn. Ha, who's laughing now, fish? You and your sea monkey friends will be destroyed. Oh yeah, you're right, the toy village does have a model of a toy village in it. I forgot about that. It's all these weird little details that make me love old games like this. Like, even though the story of this game is really simplistic, it really stuck with me for some reason. I don't know why. Okay, so there's 11 monster layers left on this island. Oh boy. Evil rocks! Yeah, that's the thing about games like this, especially if it's been so long since you played them, it can be really hard to remember if you ever finished them or not. Ah, bird! That's like one game, well, something bigger than the Young Merlin game. Final Fantasy II. Well, specifically 4, because that's what actual game it is, just release numbering in North America. Anyway, I don't know if I ever did completely finish that game from start to finish. I know I finished the game, but I don't know if I played it through from the very beginning, because that was another game me and my brother used to rent a lot. I'm watching over the world. Here, take this. Would you like to return to the Seabed Palace? No. Although maybe I should, I'm dying. I got an herb, I'll be fine. But yeah, Final Fantasy IV is one that I don't remember ever, I finished it, but I can't remember if I finished it from start to finish, because that's a game we used to rent a lot. And of course, the way it worked, if you remember renting games from places, is especially a game like that, multiple people in the town would be playing the same save file, and you would never know who had it before you did. Sometimes you'd start playing it, and then you'd discover that somebody erased the save file, or somebody has advanced 10 hours into the story. So between me and my brother, and I think 2 or 3 other people who were renting Final Fantasy IV at the same time, we finished the game. Oh, that's handy. Oh, you completed Illusion of Time and Terranigma? That's pretty impressive. I don't think I've ever played Terranigma. Illusion of Time, I think that's the one I'm thinking about. That's another part of this series that I think in the official release of it, they called it Illusion of Gaia. I've got it in the cabinet over... Hold on, I'll be right back. I'm going over this way. I think this might be all the Super Nintendo games. Let's see. No, that can't... Oh, wait, no, there it is. There we go. Illusion of Gaia. Oddly, despite the fact that we played a lot of this game, and I do now indeed own a copy of it, Illusion of Gaia is the only game in that series that we physically owned when we were kids. I think you were here last time I was, yeah, I think you were here last time I was streaming This Rules, and I was talking about Illusion of Gaia. That's the game that I mentioned that got really intense in parts. Like, a villain gets burned alive at one point, and you get into a Russian roulette contest with a dude, and he dies by drinking poison, and there's a lot of rough stuff that happens in Illusion of Gaia. And that's even after so much of it being censored when they translated it. Yeah, I thought I remember something about Illusion of, not Illusion of Gaia, Terra Enigma never actually being released in North America. I think my brother did manage to find a translated ROM of it at one point, and he played through most of it, but I never spent any time with it. Yeah, see, the Russian roulette one is something that it's one of the memories of that game that sticks out to me, like, really vividly, because I remember, as a kid, realizing how screwed up that was. There were a lot of really tense moments in that game, I recall. It's like, you lose a bunch of your friends at one point, I think, and you end up on a ghost ship, and I believe a pig dies at one point, and that's real sad. Which seems like a strange thing to say, but I think the pig was one of your best friend's pets or something. It was rough, is what I'm saying. Crap. Oh no you don't, Donkey Kong. Yes, Kara, that was her name. Yeah, there were a lot of neat mechanics in that game, too, because it's like you could unlock different forms you can play as. Well, actually, there are only two. I have the power to stop the magma rain. I will help you if you return to me. Okay, fish. Yeah, because you had the kid Will, who was the main character, but he could, like, take the form of a couple of different warriors. One was this guy... I remember the traditional knightly-looking character's name. His name was Friedan. The reason why I remember Friedan's name is because me and my brother had the classic, as a kid you think it's hilarious joke where we keep calling him Friedent, you know, like the gum. There were some jokes about him being winter fresh or something, I don't know. Kid humor doesn't make sense. SaulBob, here's a small voice. I will open the passage for you. Return to me. Oh, I completely destroyed all the monster layers without realizing it. Neat. Let's get the hell out of here. But yeah, the other form you could turn into was like this sort of fiery... I want to say demon, but I feel like that's probably incorrect. Maybe it was more of an angelic creature, but it was pretty badass. Yeah, see, associating his name with freedom is probably the more sensible thing to do. I will open the passage for you. Walk downward under the sea and go to the volcanic island, Durian. Now, Illusion of Gaia is a game that I never played a lot when I was a kid, but my brother played the shit out of it. And that's one I know for a fact. He's probably since finished it, but as children, he got right to the end of it, and he could never beat the final boss. Like that, he was stuck on that, and he just could not do it. He found it infuriating. Fish! Even though I don't look like it, I am from the sky, just like you. I will protect you from the magma. Magma. Please try and protect all creatures. Let's work together so we may revive the world. The creature that enables you to avoid magma has joined you. It's easy if you fight from the side rather than facing it. Yeah. Yeah, that would probably do it. Funny thing is, if my vague memories about that are correct, the final boss of Illusion of Gaia is fairly similar to the final boss from this one, which makes it all the stranger why he could never beat it, because he finished this game several times. So there's 5 layers down here, including these goddamn jellyfish. This way! Let's see if I can get over to those jellyfish and take them out. Yeah, I completely missed you guys. How'd that happen? Nope! Fast, you squishy knave! Okay. Oh wait, no, there's more! Oh, there's always more. Okay, yes, you do that. Ah! Seascaping! Yeah, again, like I said, it's very vague memories, because it wasn't that long ago I played through Soul Blazer. Well, I suppose now it's been almost 5 years, because this is one of the first games that I streamed when I started streaming. Oh, come on with you. But it's been a long time since I played Illusion of Gaia, and even longer since I saw the final boss fight. Like I said, the last time I played that game was probably... at least 15 years, probably going on 20. No, I think back in 2010 I had attempted to play it again, but I never got past the first area. I just stopped for some reason. Yeah, Enix was really on fire with games like this back in the 16-bit era. Because they had this, Illusion of Gaia, Terranigma, Brainlord. Well, I don't know if they produced Brainlord, but at the very least they published it, which is one I attempted to stream a while ago, but had to stop due to technical difficulties. Brainlord was an interesting beast. Hard as nails the further you got into it. Come on. Wait, do you guys even have a lair? Or am I just killing random... Oh wait, there we go, yeah. Come on with ya. Yeah, the final fight in this game is very much a standard, you know, your big evil boss dude is in the background and you can't physically touch them, so you need the special power that's really only applicable to the last area to kill it. Follows that old trope. No, I think the island durian I'm supposed to go to is actually in the other direction, but let's see if I can clear out these monster layers while I'm at it. Get this done and over with. Oh wait, no, I can't do that. If I do that, then this monster spawner will reset itself. Alright, there we go. Yeah, there's something really neat about those kinds of bosses, and I think what it is this is something they were especially good at in, well, the 8-bit era and the 16-bit era, I find, is that they make the bosses look more menacing simply by how they scale them and their positioning on the screen. They specifically design the enemies in the 8 and 16-bit Final Fantasy games towards that goal, to make them seem more threatening and to make it seem like you had more of a challenge to deal with. I think that's something they outright admitted to one point. So the best way to explain it is like, you know how you had like your little sprites in Final Fantasy 4 and 6, say, the two I'm most familiar with. And it was just these wee little folk with big heads and stuff. And their overworld sprite didn't look any different from their combat sprite, it was just the same thing. But then your bosses were these giant, hyper-detailed pixel art dudes that were based off of Yoshitaka Amano's art, like this fantasy artist. And they look like these big, intricate, menacing things, and it just tricked your brain into thinking about how awesome you were when you finally killed them. Oh, I didn't realize you had to fight Sephiroth in Final Fantasy XIV. Then again, I haven't played a lot of that game. Although the one thing I do know about it is they seem to use a lot of older Final Fantasy characters as characters and bosses in that game, which is neat. It's almost like a history lesson of the franchise. A recent Square RPG that actually taps into that same aesthetic from, like, the old Final Fantasy games. Why am I blanking on the name? Octopath Traveler, the thing they released on the Switch a while ago, and I think you can get on PC now too. It does the same thing. Like, it gives you, like, your tiny sprite-based protagonists, and the bosses are like these massive, intricately detailed villains. Makes it really feel like you're up against the wall and you have to really dig in to fight this thing, you know? Oh, neat. Yeah, I played a little bit of Final Fantasy XIV a while ago. I had a free trial. It might be a game I get into at one point or another, but I'm just not really into online games all that much. Like, ones like that, at least. Ah, hello, Visco. Welcome back to the stream. My character looks so bubbly. Well, I'll put it to you this way, those bubbles are the only thing keeping me alive right now. You know what? Let's go back. I think I released a few things. Even though I can't recall. Yeah, I'm currently running around on the seafloor, and that bubble is the result of a piece of armor I'm wearing. That, without that, even though I am an angelic being, I would apparently drown. So, there's that. Have you been hurt? Ah, you're new. Can I go talk to you? Is there a way I can get to you? Maybe not. Oh yes, no, the brief time that I played Final Fantasy XIV, I realized that because it started off, and I was like, okay, standard stuff, I'm just running around, I'm just punching stuff because I was playing as a pugilist, and I was like, okay, alright, cool, cool. And then I realized, oh, you don't need to stick to one class, you can multi-class into everything. And I was like, oh, hey, the city I started in, there's a miners guild, and there's a goldsmithing guild, and there's a weaving guild, and I like gathering materials and crafting stuff. And I think I spent a solid afternoon just mining and leveling up my goldsmithing skill. I was just making like bracelets and rings and shit all night. And I completely lost track of time while I was at it. I don't know why I found that so entertaining, but it was? I don't know. I love a good crafting mechanic. Ah, yes, released YouTube. My name is Anna. I'm one of the Queen's dancers. Yeah, there's not too many online games I ever really got into. I played a lot of World of Warcraft back in the day, but I very rarely teamed up with anybody. Because I like the exploration aspect of it, that was the thing. Because I played the hell out of the first 3 Warcraft games. And one of my favorite things to do was to wander around playing World of Warcraft and be like, oh yeah, this is that spot that was in that campaign in Warcraft 2. And I was hanging out outside of Blackrock Spire, and I was like, oh yeah, and this is where that Lothar guy died, and... Yeah, I think that's another thing about it too, Visco, honestly. Because the one thing I've been noticing, as I've been getting older, is I really like games that I know I'm going to finish. Oh wait, no, I think the Durian Island is over this way. Which I think the mermaid statue told me, I just completely ignored. And this isn't me knocking games that are absurdly long or technically have no end state. Oh no, I still like games like that. It's just that... I don't know. After a certain point, I start realizing that I'm never going to have any sort of sense of completion with it. Hence, I don't know, it just throws me. Because one game I played a lot of, as a matter of fact I streamed almost the entirety of it, was Red Dead Redemption 2 recently. And that is a game that has a definitive endpoint, but holy shit is that a long game. And I enjoyed it. But by the end of it, I was just ready for it to be over, you know? I enjoyed it from start to finish, but once it was done, I was like, okay, good. I can put it to bed. I can put it to bed and say, because I completed everything that could be finished in that game. Oh yeah, that's right, the volcano. Good thing I have the magical shieldy fish. Yeah, that's the other thing too, seeing as how you mentioned like raid guilds and stuff like that. Ah, I've released the dolphin, midway. It has a name, so you know it's important. Hey, somebody help me! But yeah, seeing as how you mentioned raid guilds, see, I'm not somebody who's ever really serious about video games, I just love playing them, but there's certain ones that I pride myself at getting good at, but for the most part, I'm just, you know what? I'm playing it to enjoy myself. And I find that if you get real heavy into MMOs, it stops becoming fun, and it just becomes work. The minute it got to that point for me in World of Warcraft, that's when I stopped playing it. There was this one called The Secret World that I played quite a bit of. It's one I got real cheap, and one of the main reasons I bought it is because it didn't have a subscription fee. Free, yes, you heard me. But it had an interesting setup, and I kind of liked the story, I just couldn't get very far out. The other one was actually Elder Scrolls Online, because I did play that quite a bit for the span of a few months, because I actually had a friend of mine, like someone I knew locally, who played it, so we played it together for a little bit. And then for whatever reason I stopped. I think it was because I was playing it on a laptop at the time and I could barely handle it. Maybe I should get back to it. I think she still got a copy of it, so, yeah, maybe I'll see if she wants to start that up again sometime. Yeah, exactly. It's like you get to the end of it, and then it's just grind heavy. It's just a grind happy experience, and that's it. Because I know there's a lot of people who play games like that, and they just breeze through trying to get all the best gear and the best loot and all that crap. And especially for World of Warcraft, I would legitimately go around and take every single quest I could find, no matter what level they were. Even the low ones that I could easily steamroll. And I would legitimately take the time to read the story behind the quest, and I was like, oh yeah, it's such and such a place. Oh yeah, and farming for loot and gold and stuff like that. Man. I just can't be bothered. Hell, with some games, some RPGs that aren't online ones, I have hard enough time working up the nerve to grind for experience points. Like how I've got fiery death raining around me and I'm just swinging away. And we've got 8 layers left. Oh yeah, that's right, I gotta approach this island in like a circular motion, I think. No backtracking! Run along, SaulBob. Ooh, treasure. Strange bottle, which I believe I've already got one, so it's kind of pointless. Oh man, when I was talking about the Enix games, though, from this era, ActRaiser, I was gonna say Arcana. Wait, was Arcana an Enix game? I should know this, I played that not long ago. I have to look this up. Because I swear, if that was Enix too... Arcana SNES. No, that was one that was made by HAL Laboratory. I think the only RPG they ever made. Yes, I remember that now. Speaking of games that are grind heavy, I love Arcana, but the dungeons are so convoluted and the encounter rate is obscene. I wonder if it's this game that you remember going through a building to reach another building and then standing on rafts that went in a specific direction. Kind of? I don't recall anything about rafts in Arcana, but I could be mistaken. Arcana is like a... It's a first-person RPG. It's kind of like you're roving through dungeons in the first-person perspective, and all the characters are represented as cards, basically. Encounter rate's crazy high. That's one of the main memories I have. Damn it. Damn it! Oh wait, yeah, I can't hurt those things. I'm dying here. Oh wait, I'm legitimately dying here. I didn't think that was going to kill me as quickly as that. Do not rush, but be patient! You must continue making steady progress. Not roast your tootsies and die. I still have some herb, yes? Yes, okay. Oh wait, wrong way. Yes, as I was saying before I went off on that tangent and got myself killed, ActRaiser. That's another, well, pair of Enix games, actually, that were pretty neat in this time period. I think the first ActRaiser came before this game. They use a lot of the same sound effects and stuff for this that they use in ActRaiser. Hell, the plot is even similar. The only difference is, rather than playing as an angel, you're playing as God himself. God himself in the form of a Fabio-looking Viking fella who just goes down and smites demons to save people. Oh, actually, before I forget it too, seeing as how I see I've got a couple of new people in chat, again, I'm really bad at the technology and stuff like that. Like, I don't have any official Twitch emotes set up just yet, but I do have a couple that I made through BTTV, and... Oh, I don't think that worked. Did it? No, it should have worked. By typing that, it should have, Oh, wait, no. Emotes. There we go. So yeah, you can feel free to use those on this channel if you wish. It's just random stuff I happen to throw together because I found them amusing. Well, except for the snail. The snail, loyal stream viewer BaitZD made that one. Based off of when I was streaming, whatchamacallit, Mother, not too long ago. Same thing the buffalo came from, actually. Okay, so I can't kill those gorillas, so let's ignore them. The reason why I remembered that is because I feel like the snail was probably a good one for that particular instance. Midway, I'm coming! I believe that dolphin is going to injure his snoot. Honestly, I cleared this layer. I don't think I'm going to be able to, activate it anyway. Not without severely injuring myself. Birdie! No, now that I think about it, ActRaiser is another one of those games that I played a lot as a kid, but I never finished. And I know for a fact I didn't, because I attempted to finish it again, like, 10 years ago, I think. Around the same time I started trying to play Illusion of Gaia again. And the last boss kept handing my ass to me, over and over again. Like, that's one of those games that gets steadily more difficult the more you play it, I feel. Calm down this crazy island. It's been them tears. SaulBob poured out the mermaid's tears. Excellent. Now I got 3 layers left. One of them is one I've already killed all the monsters in. There's that guy, which I can't do anything about. And you! Which I can. I'm pretty sure the sword I need to defeat the indestructible enemies I don't get for another 2 areas yet, so I gotta do a lot of backtracking eventually. SaulBob hears a small voice. I will open the passage for you. Return to me. I command you. For I am the mermaid god. Alright, let's get out of here. Ooh, hello! Defeats monsters at once. I don't think that's 100% accurate, but it does do more damage, so... I think it might randomly crit monsters sometimes. Not sure about that, but we'll see. That's not what I meant to pick. Would you like to return to the Seabed Palace? Sure. You're the new one, yes? I will open a passage for you. Travel up the seabed to reach the island of Rain, Blester. It's a horrible name for an island. It sounds too much like Blister. Makes me uncomfortable. This used to be the Queen's palace. I am the Queen's maid. Now, how do I get to where the mermaid, not the mermaid, the dolphin was being held captive? I don't think I can reach that area yet. Have you seen the Queen of the Mermaids? No. Okay, wait. This is a secret. The Queen looks like this. Like me, except green hair and a crown. She always sits like this. She looks so mean. Louis the dolphin has been captured. Please save him. Ah, it looks pretty free to me. My name is Louis. I used to live with the inventor, Dr. Leo. The blue stone I received from him is a strange jewel. It attracts anyone who looks at it and then changes their personality. If that person has a good mind, they will become a great person. If they have an evil mind, they will become a bad person. And now you know! One day, the Queen found the jewel and took it. Then she placed me in prison. So what you're telling me is the Queen was a bad person. Please save the Queen, and get the blue stone back, even if she is a jerk. Oh. I know this ring will help. Please take it. SaulBob received the Thunder Ring. Lightning Pyramid will not strike. If you touch a lightning pyramid, lightning will strike. I mean, never mind. The exact opposite of a Franklin badge. Yes. Louis told me many things about the Queen. I don't think she was a bad person. She was just attracted to the jewel. She had perverse carnal lust for a bit of jewelry. Maybe. I don't know. I might be reading too much into it. How did you get here? Gonna let me out? No? Okay. Well, once more into the breach, I guess. By which I mean the ocean. So all the layers are cleared out here. Oh yeah, Rolls, those are, well, I mean, they're relatively new emotes. I made them a while ago. Well, like I said, Baked made the snail one, I made the other two. I feel like the buffalo one is a bit misleading, though, because you need to do BUF, just a single F. Maybe I should have left it 2, that would make more sense. Oh, and hello, Joker, I just noticed you were in the stream. Yes. Yes, apparently I missed pool just that much. I missed pool just that much. That much that I completely wrecked the first person I played against. I don't know the comical thing about that. I hadn't played in... Like, I haven't even so much as picked up a pool queue since March, and I felt like I was playing horribly, but then I just kicked the crap out of the guy I was playing against somehow. So, you know. Oh wait, no, I think this island is actually over in the other area, yes. Just so you know, I did not do as well in 8-ball. Although, no, that's a lie. I suppose I did relatively well in 8-ball. I didn't lose horribly. I lost by a point. But it's not bad. It was a good loss. We'll call it a good loss. If such a thing exists. Oh, you got marked as a loss even though you won in 9-ball? How does that work? How does that work exactly? Oh, the sheet's messed up. Of course, that makes sense. As we all know, that's a thing that happens. Oh, it used to be big in 9-ball, eh? We play... It's sort of like a modified 8-ball and 9-ball, I guess? It's like played with a skill level handicap. Which basically, depending on what the skill level matchups are, it determines how many points you need to get in a single game to win. Yeah, there's specific rules involved that don't exactly carry over to different pool leagues, I think is the way it works. I don't know. It's the only type of pool I've ever played, so to me that is pool. So I've only ever played in that one league. I've seen people play snooker. I think there's only one spot in town that has a proper snooker table, though. And I am utterly terrified by the game, so I don't know if I'll ever try. Perhaps I should sometime, but... high school and college, one of your weekend hangouts was a pool hall not far from where y'all lived. Used to hustle some of the newcomers. That's always fun. Oh, you're going to be playing out of Torbay on Wednesday? Neat. Of course, I feel like I haven't seen any of you crowd in so long. Of course, for that matter, I felt like I hadn't seen anybody in so long. Even though Westside was at half capacity when I was up there last Wednesday, it was shocking just to see that many people again. And I was like, oh, I remember you! And I remember you! These are all these people that I used to know in the long, long ago, you know, the before times. Oh, you played it before but absolutely sucked at it? See, I figured that's what's going to happen to me if I attempt to. It's a completely different game. Yes, and you were in my dream! And you were there! And you were there! Yes, and you were there, and you were there. Who the hell are you? Hi, Lionel Hutz, attorney at law. Wait. No, that was that one Simpsons episode where Bert got hit by a car. Come on, jellyfish! Kill me! Yeah, see, that's the thing about pool, right? Because I had always assumed that I was pretty good at pool because I played on this little table that my brother had. Like, cause, you know, when I was in high school, I played a fair bit of pool at his place. And then I started playing in the league and I realized I don't have shit on most of these people. Well, that's some rather high praise, thank you for that, but I am a lot better than I used to be, and I can pull off some real crazy shots when I have half a mind to, and I don't know how that works. Like, I've seen a lot of people who can pull off real crazy shits, all the time. Oh yeah, no, the people who are, like, real good at pool pull off goddamn wizardry on that table. And there's a lot of really good players in the league. Like, I would consider myself, like, a fairly halfway decent player at this point. Like, I can beat, I'd say, most people who, like, play pool on a semi-regular basis or something like that, or, like, I feel like I would stand a pretty decent chance in beating most of the people in the league. Like, the higher skill ones, obviously, would be a lot more difficult to deal with, but I feel like I still have a fighting chance. But there's certain people, like, they basically play pool all the time. And they're the type of people who will approach the table, and either they just innately know exactly where they need to hit something, or they actually practice specific shots over and over again on the off chance that it'll come up in a game. So, like, if they have to do a freaky bank shot around a bunch of other balls, like hit the cue ball off of 3 rails and then chip a ball in or something like that, they'll be able to do that on command because they've practiced it so much, and it's crazy to look at. I don't know if I'm ever going to be that good, but I'm a halfway decent pool player. I'll be back in a couple of seconds. I gotta go get some more water. I believe my cat has just knocked out my monitor. Give me 1 second. Oh. Alright, did she actually knock out the stream itself? Maybe? Okay, the stream is working. The webcam is not. Damn it, cat. Alright, give me 1 second there, folks. I need to straighten away the utter destruction that the feline has wrought. What's the best way for me to do this? Have you tried turning it off and on again? Can't even remember what USB port I plugged the webcam into. Yeah, so for the rest of the stream, we're just going to be looking at the chair and everything in the background. No, I think I can fix this still. My cat's over there looking at me smugly, is like, yes. Only I may look at you. Oh, there we go. Yeah, she needs the cuddles. Is she still in the room? I'm going to show you the bane of my existence if I can find her. Although that's rather cruel of me to say about her. I'll snag her if she comes back. Sorcerer! Yes. I thought I heard her. Plotting my demise, no doubt. Oh, there she is. 1 second. So in case you were wondering why the webcam got knocked out, blame her. What were you doing back there? Were you trying to devour the cables to gain their power? Are you going to become Electrocat? Hmm? I'll tell you what, Joker, if you're going to get me a beer, I'm not going to turn that down. Thank you very much. Never turn down free alcohol, that's my motto. One of the guys you follow on here does a cats and coffee stream every now and then. Gets like 10,000 viewers watching him drink coffee and play with cats. I mean, cats and coffee, they're things people love. I mean, they're two things that I love as much as my cat infuriates me sometimes. I'm watching over the world. Here, take this. Would you like to return to the Seabed Palace? No. The hell, seeing as how we're talking about it rolls, maybe I'm missing my calling. Maybe I just need to do streams that are entirely me drinking coffee, talking about interior decorating, and just parading my cat around on the camera. Oh yes, that's right, we literally do have a cat cafe here. It's a place where you can go to drink your coffee and then play with a bunch of cats and then possibly adopt one. Because I think that is a thing that you can do. Like, some of the cats down there are up for adoption. Also, they serve toutons, which is great. If you're not from Newfoundland, a towton is basically fried dough. It's delicious. I'm sure there's equivalents of it around the world, but that's what we call them here. Well, they have several names here, but that's the name I'm familiar with. 100! Well, they're doing a damn good job down there, then. They do pop-up adoption bars. Ah yes, you would like to know what pieces of furniture would best pair with Esme? Esme is our cat. In case you haven't figured it out yet, Jirogi is actually my girlfriend, so she pops up in chat every now and then, that's who that is. But, I think you should know at this point that the best pieces of furniture that pair with our cat are all of them. She's made herself comfortable on every piece of furniture we have. Though honestly, her favorite cat beds are her scratch pads for some reason. Yeah, pop-up adoption bars seem like they're a very dangerous thing, specifically because of what you just say. Because if you get drunk and you're gonna come home with 18 dogs or something. I would love to have a dog myself, but we've never really lived in an apartment where it's at all feasible to have one. They're a bit more high maintenance than a cat is, pardon me. I'd adopt a bear. Yeah, I can think of a few bears I wouldn't mind adopting, to be honest. Whoa, what just happened there, man? Did you have like some kind of weird finger spasm? Or is this some kind of cipher I'm supposed to figure out? What's happening? Are you okay over there, Joker? I see. What's a timely joke, Rolls? Yes, that does seem a lot like Musk Kid's name. Those are supposed to be laughing faces on Twitch? They certainly don't seem that way now, do they? Demon Rock! No! Now it looks like you're drunk. Well, you're the one talking about adopting bears, so I mean... Oh, that wasn't that monster lair. Was that monster lair? Okay, that makes sense. Yes, like I said, I can think of a few bears I wouldn't mind adopting. Get a free beer every now and then. Only every now and then, though. You still need to pay them. Bars not going to stay open if you don't give them money. And seeing as how my cat came along and kind of destroyed things for a little bit, that does remind me that one emote I'm probably going to work on at some point is just her disapproving face, which is to say her face, because that's her constant expression anyway. There are many days where I look behind me and see the cat silently judging me. Okay, so these guys can't be killed by my current sword, but what they can be killed by... lightning bolts! The might of our vengeful creator. SaulBob, here is a small voice. I will open the passage for you. Return to me. Get over here! Oh yeah, that was a random crit, wasn't it? Of course. I'll be back, random crystal lady. I need to go find the other lairs. Ah, there we go. They look a little bit like stony hamburgers, you know? It's like roving hamburger buns. Trying to take a bite out of you. Nope, that wasn't the last one. There you are! Oh, no, there you are. Yes. I like how my frequent tactic is just to let enemies severely injure me while I try to kill them. Because we got a real dolphin extravaganza going on there. Alright, let's find that gem lady again. Let's get the hell out of here. There you are! The monuments on this island are lightning pyramids. If you wear the thunder ring and touch them, the master will send down lightning to destroy the monsters. I kind of figured that out, thanks. Thanks for telling me info I already know. Well, I don't need that anymore. I will open the passage for you. Go that way, along the seabed, and you will find a ghost ship. Ghosts. And if you find a meddling kid and their dogs, you'll be able to solve this mystery. Zoinks! The coral reef reef hides many dangerous monsters. Make sure to use magic there. Can't tell me what to do, fish. I saw the queen when I was dreaming. She looked very sad. It was somewhere near a sunken ship. Please save the queen. God save the queen, quite literally in this case. Hello, I have some medical herbs made from seaweed. Would you like one? No. Come see me when you need another. No thanks, you under-the-sea dealer. I'm full upon weed, thanks. Sorry, I have orders from the queen not to let anyone pass. Unfortunately, your compatriot over there is... she doesn't really care as much about it. I didn't know the world underwater looked different from the world above. Believe it. Louis can leave whenever he wishes, but he never comes out. Maybe he likes that place. That dolphin's too used to a life on the inside. He can't adjust anymore. He might just randomly shiv somebody on his way out. With his tiny little flippers. Stand on my nose. Oh, okay. The Big Pearl. A beautiful pearl that can be found in coral reef. Stand on my nose. I don't really know what that does, but okay. Something is distracting me over here. There we go. That's better, I think. Yeah, sure, that's fine. There we go. I will give you the magic flare. The magic flare is useful against monsters that fly and have a large amount of hit points. You know which monsters I am referring to, right? I am. I've killed, I think, all of them at this point. Would've been nice if I had that earlier, I guess. Oh, they're all back. My name is Nana. I am one of the Queen's dancers. Thank you very much. 3 of my students came back. I was going to show you our dance. I think it will be more fun if you join us. I will show you the easiest dance. Just move like they do. Okay. I don't know if there's any purpose to this. I am so out of tune. Thank you very much. 3 of my students came back. You've already told me this. I can't dance like you. I don't have flippers. I'm the best jumper. I'll show you. Godspeed, little fish. Service is the name of my friend the dolphin. Cool. Now I believe I freed another dolphin down here. Who are you? Oh. I'm start whacking creatures with my rod again. I swear that's not a euphemism for anything. SaulBob touches the dolphin with the dream rod. I used to live here. I am trying to remember something, but I cannot. When I close my eyes, I see something like a ball, shiny and black. Wait, so am I supposed to give him the pearl, perhaps? That pearl! Yes, I was going to present that pearl. This is the coral reef. I have missed this place. Ah, yes. Dream world affects real world. Hey, didn't I meet you in my dream? And you were there? And you were there! Like all true angelic beings, SaulBob is a bit of a monstrosity who just invades people's dreams and affects reality through them. The coral reef is home to the dolphins. The pearls made in the reef are their treasure. Okay. Wait, this door up here, though, right? Yes? I think this is where I have to go. Yes! Coral reef. Got it. Oh, this is bad. Excuse me while I get mauled to death by lightning-hurling manta rays. Not an ability I was aware that they had. Ah, the power bracelet. Attack power will double. I think I might be, more keen on keeping myself alive, thank you. The best offense is a good defense, or the best defense is a good offense. I can never get that phrase right. It is what I say it is. The best offense is a good defense, he says, as he bodily hurls himself into a manta ray. Look, dolphin friend! How many more layers do we have here? 2! Okay. I think there's a hidden item here somewhere as well. I don't know if the dolphin was how I accessed it, or if it was something else. There's another path down this way. Let's check that out first. I'll like crab walk all the way through here. Fitting considering the setting. If I pretend I'm one of the sea creatures, they'll leave me alone. No, crabs, I'm one of you! Wait, you know I just noticed the pun? Because, I mean, in every area you find a creature who in reality is from the sky, like yourself, meaning they must be former angels who, for whatever reason, incarnated on this plane as these creatures. In this case, it was an angelfish. The angel became an angelfish. Okay, then. Yes, the angel became an angelfish. I see what you did there, God! Obviously, you have a really lame sense of humor. Success! Emblem D! Any gems? Nothing inside. Medical herb. Yes, I remember now. That emblem is one of the things you need to get, I think you get an artifact by collecting them all that means you don't need to use gems to spend magic. Yes, that's exactly it. I remember because the last time I streamed this is the specific emblem that was tripping me up because I knew I had to get it over here, but I couldn't remember how. And then it turned out I just had to invade the dreams of a dolphin. And I had completely forgotten about it for some reason. So is that the last one? Yes. I think this probably opens up the last waypoint to the master. I hope so anyway, because as soon as I climb up that rope... Yes. As soon as I climb up that rope, it's boss fight time. And I seem to recall hating this boss. If you travel the coral reef, you will find a passage through a small creek. The coral reef hides many dangerous monsters. Make sure to use magic there. Joke's on you, I didn't. I'm still alive. Who needs magic anyway? Oh look, another sleepy dolphin. Time to break out the rod again! SaulBob, place the dream rod on the dolphin's nose. Oh, I seem to recall this is real sad. I think it actually is. You can hear the conversation of a father and son. Daddy, how many days have passed since the ship sank? I'm too hungry and cannot travel any farther. Are we going to die? Service, my son. Some people believe that human life does not end at death. They believe that they will be born into a new life. Lives, they feel, are everlasting. Oh, I hear some voices. Maybe the master is calling me. Someone is calling me. What is that? I just put one gem in a treasure chest. I hope someone will find it. I always have the same dream. Isn't that strange? That I was a child who died a horrific death. Isn't that strange? At least he came back. I don't know what happened to his old man. So reincarnation is a thing that exists in this universe. Well, sir? Time to go deal with a, demonic piratey thing, I believe. I did not mean to do that. Is there a way I can check to see how many more points to a level up? Wrong button. Yeah, there we go. 1900. How many do I get off of these things? Wait, no. That's what. Oh, my experience is up there, doy. So I'm at 16035. I don't get a lot from that. Level grinding is probably not going to happen. Let's just, you know. Hope that this thing doesn't murder me. Speaking of things murdering me... Ow. Oh, I didn't realize that flame was going to injure me like that. I found 1 gem! Thanks for the gem service. I'm sure it'll serve me well. And here we go. I seem to recall hating this boss. Okay, so let's not go down where the terrible hurty torches are. Okay, I gotta dive back into this corner every time he goes back, I think. Yeah. I don't like the hands. Ah! Yeah, sure, let's just run straight into him. Do not rush, but be patient. What he's not saying is, you idiot. Do not rush, but be patient, you idiot. I think I might actually switch over to the power bracelet. If I can do a little bit more extra damage to the thing, then maybe that'll help. Of course, it does a lot of damage to me, period, so maybe the bracelet of defense is better. I was murdered by a giant skull and I need some medical assistance. Maybe I should just try not to get injured by all and sundry before I reach the damn thing. Yeah, of all the bosses in this game, and there are a few, this is the one I think I despise the most for some reason. Ah! And those things hurt me even if I'm just standing next to them when they burst out of the goddamn floorboards. Okay, let's rush him! Yeah, magic doesn't hurt us. Okay, so if I can stay in this corner, maybe rush in and attack him when he's spitting fireballs. I think the reason why this guy kept killing me so badly when I was a kid is because I didn't have the wherewithal to dodge out of the way when he started moving. Yeah, see, that was much easier. But if I feel like that if I hadn't had the power bracelet equipped, then he probably would have mauled me to death before I had a chance to do that. SaulBob released the Queen! A beautiful voice came from inside the palace. Oh god, I'm remembering way back when I first streamed this. I think this was roughly along the lines of the voice I gave her. A beautiful voice came from inside the palace. I am the Mermaid Queen! I know not who you are, but thank you for releasing me. Please return to the palace. Actually, I think it was more of a lunch lady Doris voice. I mean, beauty is in the eye of the beholder, I guess. Well, in this case, ear. Yeah, I feel like Skeleton Boy there is probably the most frustrating boss to deal with in this game. Like, I had a pretty good go of it that time around, but it's all too easy to misjudge where you're supposed to be standing when he does the side-to-side thing. Ah yes, they're playing the cheery music, even though I haven't rescued everybody yet. Honestly, I haven't rescued everybody in each area yet, even, because each area has a specific enemy type that you can't kill until you get the sword that cuts through metal. I don't think I released... No, I didn't release anybody else because, yeah. Thank you very much! I can hardly believe that she is really back! I'm glad you came back. I have heard about you from Louie. You are the one who saved me. Everything started when I saw the jewel that Louie had. One glance at the blue stone caused desire and hatred to overwhelm me. Right after that, the creature disappeared, and the monsters took over. Maybe because we let bad feeling dominate us, we created the monsters ourselves. The true monster is man. Or, in this case, mermaid. I will give you the blue stone. Please travel to other regions and release all creatures. Allow me to sing you a song. Oh, glorious hero. No, I'm good, thanks. I gotta keep on keeping on. You know, people save, demons slay, that kind of thing. Anyway, let's check out the next area before I leave off for tonight, and it is indeed the mountains. An area that I finished this game a couple of times over in my lifetime, but I always have very hazy memories about this place. I don't think there's anybody here yet. No. No, I'd have to go in and rescue them. A bunch of tiny gnome people and giant snails live here. That's the primary inhabitants of these caves. Record! Is this okay? Yes. You wish to continue? No. Rest well, there's still much to be done. And then you explode. Okay, so that is going to be it for that for today. Just let me switch over to my yonder webcam. Whoop. Alright. So I'm just going to have a little bit of an ending spiel here, and then I'm going to send you over to someone else. Just need to see what's going on. Da-da-da. Turn that down. Alright, so that is another area in Soul Blazer. If I do, let's see, if I do an area a stream, I think I've got 4 more streams to go before I finish the game, I think. Yeah, because there's mountains, there's a laboratory, there's a castle, and then there's the final area. So yeah, although I might be able... No, I'm not going to be able to do the final area in one stream, I don't think, because it's pretty big. It's a meaty, yes, meaty area. I don't know why I said it like that. Just ignore me, please. You're probably better off doing so. Anyway, so if you happen to stop by to watch, I thank you very much for doing so, and hopefully you will join me next time, which is going to be on Tuesday for some more heavy metal action with Slain, the game that I thoroughly enjoyed and cursed on several times when I streamed it last Monday. So, but I'm going to send you over to, now normally I would send you over to a local streamer, but there's a larger streaming group that I've been following for quite some time. And what they do every summer is they do a charity stream for PCRF. It's a Pediatric Cancer Research Fund. And they consistently raise a lot of money for this, and this is a fairly worthy cause, in my opinion. And it's a group of fairly entertaining streamers. They've been established for years. They're a fairly multinational group, I believe, though most of them are based in the States. So it's I'm going to send you over to it's called Variety is Hope is the channel, so we're going to raid that. There's currently nearly 8,000 people, so I'm just going to drop another, half dozen or so on them, and every little bit counts. So I'm going to say right now, if you have, I know times are tight, but if you've got the money to donate to a cause such as this, I highly suggest you do so, and if not, then I think all the money that they generate from the stream itself, beyond donations, goes to this as well. So I'm going to send you over to them. And once again, I thank you very much for dropping by, and I'll see you folks next time. So long for now. I say so long for now, but I need to wait for the raid to buffer. Speaking of, I think they're actually doing prep for the final stream of their charity event, so yeah, I'm gonna send you on over there, and right now. So once again, for like the 5th time, goodbye. Goodbye. See you next time.